How would you describe the culture of levels to a friend who asked?
It would not be easy to summarize in a sentence or two. I would probably end up listing many of the cultural values.
I would say Levels has a very unique culture where not only are we a remote first company in name, but we actually take the asynchronous nature of remote work very seriously.
The biggest difference really between Levels and other companies that I've worked at is that we don't really do meetings. And the way that we interact with each other is a bit different.
I think really the core Levels value is trust. And I think everything else flows down from that. I think there are other specific values like autonomy or exploration or accountability. But I think all of those flow down from trust. I think the way that we work with each other, I think the way that we structure how we do our jobs, and again, this flows a little bit from the fully remote culture. There's not micromanagement. There is an expectation in every level of the company and every job of autonomy and accountability, and a notion, I think, that we will all always be exploring ways to both make the company better, make the product better, make our members' experience better, but also make ourselves better at our job and what we're doing. But I think all of that flows down from trust.
Everyone is very open to feedback and appreciates and considers any feedback that you give them. And I think that goes with trusting, because you have to be able to trust your coworkers enough to value their opinion enough that you're going to make changes or take into consideration whatever it is that they pointed out.
There's a very high level of trust. Basically, we're all on different time zones. We all may be working at different hours. And so we give you the independence to work when you want and how you want, as long as you are getting your work done and doing it very well. So that's definitely something that has struck me at Levels. There's not a ton of micromanaging and oversight. It's just we expect you to perform extremely well and otherwise accomplish that or do that however you decide.
One of the core values of Level is treating everyone with trust and give them autonomies to do their job well. This obviously works well with async, kind of the async culture, because people can do work with their own schedule, and we just trust them to do them well. And there's very little micromanaging, or if any, micromanaging. And along with this trust, and true to Levels' goals to promote wellness, we also expect employees to be adults, not only adults in terms of doing their job well, but also they're adults to take care of themselves and also have a life outside of work.
The company trusts people to carry out their job the way that they say they're going to. No one is micromanaging you. You are sort of left to your own devices to get results. And that's a wonderful thing. No one is sitting there policing whether my butt's in my chair from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. because it doesn't matter. What matters is getting stuff done. And because of that, we're actually able to get more stuff done.
It's not surprising to see people working late at night or on weekends. And again, this is in part because there's a lot of flexibility. So perhaps in the afternoon, you want to go do a long run or a hike or workout, then you might be putting in some extra hours later on that night. But it's generally an intense, in a good way, environment of people who are very conscientious and very hardworking.